This American armada showed zero respect to the enemy in the most disrespectful move in naval history. It is April 14, 1988, in the Persian Gulf. The water is cold, but the geopolitical tension is boiling. The USS Samuel B. a Perry-class frigate displacing 4,100 tons, is patrolling the Central Channel. Lookouts are scanning the horizon, eyes peeling for trouble. But the threat isn't on the horizon. It is waiting beneath the waves. Suddenly, the ship shudders violently. An Iranian M08 contact mine, packed with 253 pounds of TNT, detonates against the American hull. The explosion tears a 25-foot hole in the steel. The engine room instantly fills with acrid smoke and the smell of burning electrical wire. Sailors scramble to damage control stations. The keel cracks. The ship threatens to snap in half like a dry twig. Iran has just played a very stupid game, and they are about to win a very specific prize. Let's rewind a bit to understand this low IQ move. Iran is fighting Iraq. To choke Iraq's economy, Iran decides to attack neutral oil tankers. They want to sink everyone's boats. But this commits the ultimate cardinal sin. They raise the West's gas prices. The collective West looks at the gas pumps and says, "What the duck?" The United States has a short fuse when it comes to oil, so they deploy the Navy's Fifth Fleet. They bring the USS Enterprise, a nuclear-powered carrier weighing 93,000 tons. It carries 90 aircraft that can deliver freedom at Mach 2. The deck of the Enterprise vibrates as F-14 Tomcats launch every 45 seconds. Iran doesn't care. They keep dropping mines. They think the Americans are bluffing. It is a classic case of messing around and finding out. After the Samuel B. hits that mine, the US president orders a proportional response. The mission is called Operation Praying Mantis. The objective is simple: delete the oil platforms. Make Iran pay. The Iranian commanders feel safe in their steel towers. USA would not dare. They are wrong. Surface Action Group Bravo approaches the Sasan oil platform at 0800 hours. The US commander issues a warning on Channel 16. "You have 20 minutes to leave. Then we start shooting." He sounds as calm as a librarian. The Iranians radio back, asking for more time. The US captain looks at his watch and says, "No, 20 minutes means 20 minutes." At 0820, the USS Merrill opens fire with its guns. The shells leave the barrel at 2,600 feet per second. The air smells of cordite and salt water. The shells slam into the platform. The Iranian gunners try to fight back with Zu-23 anti-aircraft guns, but it is like fighting a bear with a toothpick. US Marines fast rope onto the platform from CH-46 Sea Knight helicopters. They clear the decks. They set C-4 on the structural legs. The Marines fly away, and the platform becomes a new coral reef. Meanwhile, at the Siri oil platform, US Surface Action Group Charlie is doing the exact same thing. The USS Wainwright fires its guns. The platform burns. The smoke column is visible for 30 miles. Iran is not happy as they are down 2 critical oil platforms. Iran decides to escalate an attack. They send out a fast attack craft, the Joshan. This boat is French-made, displacing 275 tons with a top speed of 35 knots. The Iranian captain feels confident. He has a Harpoon missile. The Joshan approaches the USS Wainwright. The American commander issues a warning. "Turn off your engines and abandon ship. We are here only for the oil rigs." The Iranian captain replies by locking his fire control radar on the US ship. A screeching alarm tone fills the American Combat Information Center. The Iranians fire a Harpoon missile. It skims the water at 530 miles per hour. The Americans don't blink. They fire chaff, strips of aluminum foil, into the air. The Iranian missile gets confused and splashes harmlessly into the ocean just like their oil rigs. Now it is the US Navy's turn, and the proportional response goes out the window. The USS Simpson fires 4 SM-1 Standard missiles. These are designed for airplanes, but today they are for the boat. The missiles fly at Mach 2.5. The impact is catastrophic. The Joshan's hull turns orange and red from the heat, but the Americans aren't done. Another US ship, the USS Bagley, fires a Harpoon of its own. It is overkill, but it sends a message. The Iranian ship disappears. It is there 1 second and gone the next. The ocean swallows the burning wreckage. The score is now USA 2 platforms and 1 boat Iran 0. But Iran has two big frigates left, the Sahand and the Sabalan. The Sahand leaves the port of Bandar Abbas. It is a British-made Vosper Mark V frigate, 310 feet long. The captain is hunting Americans, but he is sailing straight into a trap. High above, two A-6 Intruders are watching him. The pilots check their sensor displays. The ANAAS-33 targeting set shows the frigate clearly. The Sahand fires missiles at the U.S. planes. The pilots just laugh. They evade easily. In response, one A-6 drops two GBU-10 laser-guided bombs. These are 2,000-pound precision weapons meant for bunkers. The laser dot paints the Sahan's bridge. The bombs ride the laser beam straight down. The explosion is massive. A fireball rises 300 feet into the air. The steel deck plates twist like melted cheese on a burger. The ship breaks. It sinks in minutes. The U.S. Navy is systematically deleting the Iranian Navy. It is brutal. It is efficient. It is powerful. Iran is panicking. They scramble 4 F-4 Phantom fighters. These jets can fly at Mach 2.2. They think they can save the day, but the USS Wainwright is waiting. Its ANSPY-1 radar tracks them instantly. The Wainwright fires two standard missiles. One missile damages an F-4, blowing off part of its wing. The Iranian pilots look at their radar warning receivers screaming at them. They realize they are not winning this. All four jets do a U-turn so sharp the pilots almost pass out. They run for home. Only half makes it. The airspace belongs to the U.S. Navy too, but there is one more player. The Iranian frigate Sabalan. This ship is infamous. Its captain is a bully known for attacking unarmed merchant ships. The A-6 Intruders find him leaving the dock. One A-6 drops a Mark 82 laser-guided bomb. It weighs 500 pounds. It hits the Sabalan directly down the smokestack and explodes inside the engine room. It cripples the ship instantly. The Sabalan stops dead in the water. It is burning. The Pentagon orders the pilots, let it float back as a warning. The damage is total. The captain smells the smoke and defeat. He realizes that raising gas prices for the West was a terrible strategy. Suddenly, a new contact appears on the radar, a destroyer. But it isn't Iranian. It is a Soviet Sovremeny-class destroyer, armed with Moscow anti-ship missiles. The U.S. commander radios the Russians. State your intentions. The tension is high. A U.S.-Soviet clash could start World War III. The Soviet captain picks up the radio. His voice is calm. He says, and it is a quote, "I am just here to take pictures." The Russian sailors are literally standing on the deck with cameras. They are watching the U.S. Navy dismantle Iran like it is a spectator sport. But the most impressive part is the efficiency. In just 8 hours, the U.S. Navy destroys half of Iran's operational fleet. It plays out like a standard 9-to-5 workday. As the operation ends at sunset, the U.S. ships turn west, leaving a horizon filled with burning platforms and sinking ships.